now why we're all here. So, delegations, please state and spell your name and address when you're speaking at the podium anytime during this meeting. We're going to go a little out of this order today, and I'm going to introduce the chief to start the festivities.
All right, as you guys know, this is an exciting night for our department, and I'll get to why, but as you know, last September, our department suffered a tragic loss of one of our, what we consider a co-worker, our partner, Dino. Dino passed away while doing a track of a dangerous suspect who was wanted for kidnapping a young child. It was tragic, but often what rises out of tragedy is we keep going. And we were looking to keep our canine program going, and in order to do that, there was a couple groups that really stepped forward and helped our department, our township, with the cost of a program. As we know, canines are very expensive. The training is very expensive and resource intensive. And there's two groups here tonight that I would like to call up and show our great appreciation for what they've done for our department and our township and made this night possible. The first group I would like to recognize is the Matt Haverkamp Foundation. And with us tonight is Bruce Haverkamp. Unfortunately, Nancy Haverkamp is under the weather, was able to join us, and some of members of the foundation. This foundation was started by Nancy and Bruce in memory of their son Matt, who was also a canine officer for the Gulf Manor Police Department. The Haverkamp Foundation is instrumental in ensuring our area is equipped with canines for all departments. They provided dozens of canine dogs for departments across the region. Without their wonderful work and charitable contributions, there would be many departments that would not be able to afford to provide this valuable resources for their communities. After their tragic loss, the Haverkamp stepped up and offered to purchase a new. Or after our tragic loss, the Haverkamp stepped up and offered to purchase a new dog for our department. We were greatly appreciative of them, and I just want to take this time to publicly thank them for all they did and all they continue to do for law enforcement in this area. Because of their contributions, I can honestly say that this area is a much safer area because of all their canines that they made possible. So at this time, if we can, Bruce, if you can come up and. There's a second group here tonight that also stepped forward to make this night possible, and that's the USS Hornet Group. The USS Hornet Group is a group of military veterans who continually look for ways to serve their community. After Dino passed, were contacted by their group, and they simply asked, how can we help? This should not come as a surprise, as this group is made up of individuals who dedicate their life to serving our country and a model of what it means to sacrifice for others. This group of veterans wanted to honor the memory of Tom Griffin, who was a Green Township resident and a World War II hero. Major Griffin was a member of the Doolittle Raiders. The individual completed a daring bombing raid of Tokyo, which changed the tide of the war in the Pacific. In appreciation to the USS Hornet Group, who generously donated over $2,900 to our canine program, we have named our dog Raider to honor the memory of Major Griffin and all the Doolittle Raiders. So if we can have Mr. Hughes step up for the Doolittle Raiders, show our appreciation.
Well, first of all, I thank you on behalf of the USS Hornet Breakfast Group. Our group is made up of veterans from the World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and current battles that our men are involved in. And at this time, I just want to say we're so proud of being a part of this. You can't comprehend. And it also gives us a chance to remember our fallen friend, Tom Griffin. But at this point, I'd like to introduce a couple of our members, if it's not taking too much time. We got the youngest guy here in the room, Lieutenant Robert Doolin.
Yes.
Bob was shot down in 1943, and he was captured by the Nazis. He was escaping for 21 days, and they finally captured him and put him at Stalag Luft 3. If you've seen the movie The Great Escape, you'll know where he was at. Bob, hold up your hand. I know you're in a wheelchair, but we want to thank you. And I'd like to have our men that are veterans from Vietnam to please stand, who came here from the Hornet Group. Arnie, Jim Blankenship, Dennis Cohen, Jim Bowman. Thank you so much. Is there anyone else here tonight that was from World War II that's a part of our group? Pretty hard to get those guys out now. They're all past 95. And a couple of our Korean guys, are they here this evening? Please stand. Yes, sir. Thank you. It took exactly the length of the time to ask for donations, and before I got the request out, everybody had contributed the money. One particular I want to pay tribute to here, and I'll end, is Lieutenant Colonel Richard E. Cole. Lieutenant Colonel Cole is 102 years old. He's the last living member of the Doolittle Raiders. And as soon as I told him what we were doing, he instantaneously contributed $1,000. So I want to thank him. And again, I want to thank the Haverkamp family for allowing us to be part of this. Thank you so much.
So before we bring the dog out, I would just like to thank both groups. This is an amazing day, an amazing honor for Green Township to be involved in this. It was such a tragic event months ago. It was one of the most powerful funerals I've ever been to, and to go from that to now the excitement of having a new canine is just amazing, and it couldn't have happened without both these groups. So we thank you. To the Haverkamps, please let us know when the next run is in Spring Grove. We will market the heck out of that thing. We know how important that is for your foundation, and we will make sure that it's on our website and that we promote it to everyone in Green, because without you, we would, again, not be lucky enough to have a second canine. So that's from me. Tony?
Thanks. First of all, Bruce, please send our love to Nancy, and thank you both for, again, everything you've done, not just in Green Township, but for law enforcement and for safety in all of our communities. And like David, I'll never forget the day that we had the service for Dino, and it left an impression on all of us, and how important it is at the work that dogs that are officers, what they do. And also to the Hornet folks that are here today, you know what? I could stay here and say thank you for your service and your sacrifice, but you're doing it still. After all these years, we are so grateful for you, for all the things that you've done for our country, for our community. And my friend Robert Doolin, who is 100 years old, he'll be 101 in March. You know, you still come out, you're so vibrant. And I think it's a great testament to all of us that we need to take a page out of your book and follow your lead. So thank you all, and God bless you all.
Tonight is not only a special night for our department, but it's a special night for our community. With the tragic loss of Dino, we saw a community come together. That is Green Township, and it's truly special to be a part of that community. I would also like to thank Nancy and Bruce, the Haverkamp Foundation, for your partnership, support, and everything that you do across the board and here, especially in Green Township. We cannot thank you enough. And to the USS Hornet, thank you for those funds that will help with training and the equipment for radar. But also thank you for your service. And as Trustee Rosiello said, you're still giving back. and that is truly amazing and a testament to each and every one of you. So on behalf of the board, we can't thank you enough, and also thanks to our officers, many of which are here today. We truly have a family here in Green Township, and to see that family come together in trying times and move forward, it shows the strength that we have. So we are all honored not just to serve here, but to be residents of this great community. Thank you.
Chief, I'll let you take it from here with introducing the new dog. I'm probably going to stay up here just because of, we'll wait and see how this dog acts, but if you could.
Well, without further ado, we'll bring in the, I guess, the star of tonight, and that would be our new canine raider.
Well, everyone, this is Canine Raider. Full of energy, that's for sure. She's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois imported from the Czechoslovakia by Shallow Creek Kennels. We just completed 15 weeks of training to certify us in both patrol and narcotics detection. And now, starting Thursday, we're on the road. He's been a good dog. We really want to thank you guys. I mean, everyone, honestly. Because without you guys, we wouldn't have him. Good man. Full of energy. Definitely keeps me cold.
Tony, what's the routine when you take him home at night? What goes on?
Pretty much, he eats and goes to sleep because we try to save him since he needs all the energy. That's about it with him. He's got one thing to do in his life, and he wants to go to work. And once we get home, that's his time to rest and be ready to go. And he'll play. He'll play at home, but it's really not that much. He's kind of like a bull in a china shop.
That's good for all of us.
As we can see. But, crazy.
Are his, just a question, are his commands in a foreign language then? Okay, so the Dutch commands?
Yep.
Interesting.
All of his commands are
I didn't know that.
same as Dino's, so it helped me. Having to learn all the 3 different languages.
Wow.
Do you have a command that will give that up voluntarily?
In front of a crowd? Why not? This is keeping him occupied from doing anything else. No, he does have a command for that, but I'll let him do his thing. He's being good. He's got his own agenda today.
But Tony, I want to thank you because I know you've been through a lot in this last year, and it showed us all a strong commitment that you wanted another dog so fast. But we were thrilled because it makes Green Township a safer place to have this dog, and so we want to thank you. We couldn't have done this without you, and so again, from all of us, I'll let the other 2 talk, but we couldn't have done this without you. So thank you very much.
Hey, we appreciate the opportunity.
And anything you need, let us know.
We will.
Good.
Tony, could you walk into this side of the room so the people over here we can see?
Yeah, we can do that. So,
Thank you.
Trustees, you have anything to add to Tony?
Boy canine, they said.
Doesn't work as much as Dino.
Tony, I know that we had a conversation when you were trying to determine the name, and with the meaning and everything involved, I think it's a great name and very fitting.
Yes, it is.
That's great. Okay, question? Yes.
Specifically want a male, or would you have taken a female?
I would have taken whatever. Females, it's less likely that they get imported. The males kind of seem to be the popular thing, but the females work just as well. If they just showed me a female and it was what I wanted, I'd have taken it without a problem.
So did you pick this dog out of other ones?
Yes. We tested probably 20 to 30 dogs.
Did you have to go there and how much of a process is that?
I pretty much just stood back and looked at different things and listened to the trainers because they have the experience that I didn't. And kind of told them what I was looking for and what we needed, and this is what we got.
I like this question and answer time. Is there any other questions for Tony? This is fun. Yeah. All right. Well, again, thank you very much. This is fantastic, and we look forward to seeing this dog a lot around the community. I know schools, I'm sure, have already started to call and groups, and so we hope this dog becomes a permanent member of this community. So thank you to everyone.
Mr. Chairman, can we
Yes.
have a round of applause for all of our first responders?
Yes, all
He's like, me?
And Raider liked it.
Yeah.
He's humbled by all that applause.
Well, thank you very much for all this. And before, usually this is when we let